The following music is performed by the musical Messiah, aka the most dangerous Bible believer. Please be advised by how hard it hits.
For my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to the back up on the beat, back up on the sweet, pack up all who speak bad on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to the back up on the beat, back up on the sweet, pack up all who speak bad on O&E. You might know that neo love, but neo love or any above. Switching lanes in the turning lane. Old school, no roof above. Carpool, no room for her. Bitch, you cartoons, we gets it up. We check the sources, you listen to voices. You are not living like us. You say you creeping in houses and all of the monsters is living in fearing of us. Pussy, we are not monsters and we are not pouncing and we are not giving a fuck. We up the score on you niggas. We done outgrown out you niggas. Nigga, yeah, with DM the G, Craig and the Craig and nobody. They saying Judah the Nash, but he be trash. Bring me the bag. Why the fuck would you brag with? No, you ain't living that bad. You are not rad. I take your choices and put them inside of a bag. Smoke them like hash. Then dump out the ash and now the pussy on the crash. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to the back up on the beat, back up on the sweet, pack up all who speak bad on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to the back up on the beat, back up on the sweet, pack up all who speak bad on O&E.
Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep it, that's all me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Should've seen a look when they saw me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep it, that's all me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Should've seen a look when they saw me. They ain't happy, they just shot. Killed Nipsey, they touched pop. Can't believe that I made it here. Bus rounds in my bus stop. No help, all me, get money on 3 game plan. In the hills talking real figures, got hill figure on the waistband. Like 4 bands, 4 hours, fuel efficient, just know I get it done. Life a dream, life a game, all the same, look like I really won. Roll the dice, you could bet that. Came back from a setback. Front pocket full of head pack. About to do a show, then I head back. Like, hold up, watch how you talk to me. I be too petty for play. I need my fatty today. Waking up early so I get ahead of the day. It worked for me better that way. Better go get it, you young and you able. They did not save us a seat at the table. I did it all with no help from a label. Came a long way just from stealing that cable. I'm teed up, drip down, save it, sit down, I don't need a cosign, need a new phone line. I think I'm too full of myself and they full of that hatred. They hated to see it. I don't need no help, I'm just being the jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep a off me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Should've seen a look when they saw me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep a off me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Should've seen a look when they saw me. They ain't cheering, they just doubting. Kill Sebby, they touch Malcolm. Meanwhile, I bought a Cuban link. I might upgrade it, might bust down it. Shine hard like I'm supposed to. I'm a king in a slum village. When you speaking that real, even though it's claiming ain't none feeling. I can see the envy. Know he wanna hide it, but it's coming through. I ain't seen nobody before I seen the paper. Who the is you? Mandatory that I keep on guessing. I'm a pop quiz and a potluck. Turn a win to a winning streak just to show these that it's not luck. Pop out, I'm fresh off a plane. Tell him that daddy is home. Truly, he glad to be home. These gravity prone. Tell by the way that he looking, he mad that he on. I've been on 10 with the 10 to the hoes in the market until there's no hoes in my pocket. These tend to be lying and tend to be hating on me cause I told them to stop it. Totally opposite every opinion. I'm doing whatever I'm feeling. Seem like the only few times when I asked for advice, what they gave me was never appealing. Lately, I feel like the man, yeah, the man that I told you one day I would be. They wanna know how I do what I do. Might be something to you, but it's nothing to me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep a off me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Should've seen a look when they saw me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep a off me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Should've seen a look when they saw me.
Welcome back to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother, DMG the Poet, aka Brother Qw, better known as the infamous DMG. Y'all know why we're here. We got some results to give y'all. They have been long awaited. I apologize for the delay. We've been got back the results, but I had some personal things that I was tending to. That being said, we are here. But y'all know before we get into our spiel, I got to do my spiel. God bless to all my Christian brothers and sisters. Hotel. To all my Kemetic brothers and sisters. Shalom to all my Israelite brothers and sisters. I want to say assalamu alaikum to all my NOI brothers and sisters. Shout out to Khalil Shabazz for an excellent show earlier. I want to say Islam to all my Moorish brothers and sisters. I want to say peace to all my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. Shout out to the God, Mighty Marlon Simmons. I want to say what's up to all my atheist brothers and sisters. Special salute to the reigning, defending, undefeated, undisputed versus series world champion, Pandemus, the Pan-African atheist. I want to say salute to all my Avo brothers and sisters. Big what up to all my Owaspi brothers and sisters, Creator Gang. I want to say what's up to all my Naga brothers and sisters. What's up to all my Rasta brothers and sisters. Last and certainly not least, I want to say Jumbo to all the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Now, y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you're Black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me. Our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. We can have unity without uniformity. Excuse me. And we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. That being said, let's see who we got in the building. Shout out to Anonymous Hebrew. Shout out to Random Info. Big Hemi, the Biblical Barbarian. I want to say shout out to my man Nobody from Trust and Believe the Gospel. Shout out to Haru Consciousness from Heavy Hitters Debate League. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. That being said, man, y'all know we had a powerful debate between Bosco the Truth Hoover and our brother, who had his first debate on Paradigm Shift TV 314, our comedic priest, Brother Qw. I thought it was a good debate. For me, I have to take any personal sentiments or bias out of the equation. And anytime it's Kemet versus the Bible, I have some leanings towards both that I can kind of go to. It's a lot of things that my comedic brothers and sisters say that I still gravitate to, and obviously it's things that my brothers and sisters on the Christian side say that I gravitate to. So I'm always torn in terms of the information being disseminated. That being said, I'm not going to reveal who I personally thought took it until later. What I am going to do is put the link in the chat and have whoever will come up and tell me who they thought took it. Now, I know we did the immediate aftermath show and some people came and shared their sentiments. Come back up and share them again. If you didn't get to do it then, you can come and do it now. That being said, the link is in the chat. I want to know what y'all thought before I let y'all know what the judges thought. For anybody who don't know how it works in the Versus series, standard debates, we have 2 10-minute rounds for each participant and a 10-minute question and answer, also known as the chin check session, where each individual will be able to ask their opponent as many questions as they can. It is their 10 minutes. The person asking the questions, it's their 10 minutes to control. So you want to try to strategize and keep your opponent from stalling on questions. You got 3 timeouts. I have very rarely had anybody use all 3 timeouts. You can stop your time 3 times. That being said, that is the most important round. Title debates. Debates where one of our titles, either the social media title or the Versus Series World title, is being defended. Those rounds will be 2 15-minute rounds, and we'll still have the 10-minute Q&A. I explain all that for this reason. So in title matches and in tournaments, we have the judges literally say and write down and say why they felt the way they felt about who won the debate. We had them leave a voice recording, and we play that for y'all so y'all can wrap y'all head around why they made the decisions they made. That's in tournaments and in title matches. However, for standard debates, I simply give you the results that the judges came up with. And I was going to play around with it this go round and actually have them send in the voice recordings. And I want to ask y'all, do y'all want to actually hear from the judges? And I'm not saying that we're going to do this because I would have to convene with my constituents, but would y'all want to hear from the judges the way we do in title matches and in tournaments during standard debates? Or are y'all cool with us just giving y'all what they voted for and giving y'all the results? Or would y'all like to hear from them even in standard debates? Like I said, it don't mean that it's going to happen, but it will be something that will be considered the next time I sit down with my constituents and we start going over how it is we want to present this league. Because this league don't go in seasons. Shout out to Solar Mind and the Solar Vision Debate League, where they have a season, an off season, and then they get back to it. This is more like the UFC, and that is a 365-day situation. So we year round, 365, 24 hours. We cranking this stuff out as much as we possibly can, as often as we can. So it is what it is. Anonymous say he running multiple list, boss. I'm giving it to Qw. Okay. I see. Hey, I'm seeing the people is with the Kemetic priests. I'm seeing that the people are with the Kemetic priests. Y'all don't seem to be showing my man Bosco any love. That's what's up with that? Y'all not showing my man Bosco no love. What's going on? Talk black to me. And yeah, my chair loud. I need some WD-40, but you know, it is what it is. So if y'all hear it creaking, so be it. That being said, man, okay, I got you, Anonymous. I definitely, I do want to keep y'all sort of interactive with the way we go about this thing. So let me know in the chat if you think that we should keep the I'm losing thoughts. I'm trying to do two things at once. I can't multitask like A9. But let me know if y'all think we should get the judges to send us in the voice notes like we do in the title matches and in the tournament matches. And I'll bring that to the next board meeting or high council meeting, so to speak. But we do want to, again, keep y'all interactive. So if that's something y'all interested in, it's definitely something we will consider. Random Info said, I like the judges' opinions. Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of thinking about. I think it'll be dope. But you know, we're gonna see what we come up with. But I don't think it'll be that big a deal to take 5 minutes and, you know, play the voice notes and do it that way. So we'll see what's up. So I see ain't nobody hitting the link. How many of y'all gonna be joining us tomorrow for Lucifer's debut debate in the Versus series? He taking on the one and only Laurel Burns, the warmonger of Naga. And had a little bit of controversy with this particular contest over the use of recordings, or as my brothers in Naga would say, documentaries, and who said that they couldn't be used and why. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. A crispy George Washington faced dollar bill straight from the bank as if it was iron. Still smell like new money. That's the kind of buck I'm keeping it with y'all. The decision for recordings not to be made in the Versus series was mine. Now, if you go back to my man Michael Everett debate with my man the Fit Barber, Michael Everett played a recording that it went a little too long for me. And I'm the moderator. So I can't just, you know, go crazy about it because I'm moderating. But it did run a little long. And it was at that that particular moment that I said, yeah, we can't really be doing this. Now, here's where confusion may have come in. I didn't know that Lucifer and Lorel were having a versus series debate. I thought that this was going to be more of a showcase debate. In other words, you know, debates we have kind of like what our brother Khalil would have been having had the other brother showed up tonight. So I thought this was going to be that kind of debate, which is why I wouldn't immediately harping on it, because, again, I didn't realize it was a versus series debate. I thought it was just going to be, and I like what Haru Consciousness would have had with the Slim Reaper over on Super Wavy channel. Versus series rules, in other words, they use in our format, but it's not within the competitive boundaries of the versus series. It's not going to affect the versus series. And so it wouldn't have pointed me even bringing it up. But then it turned out that it was a versus series debate. And so that had to be intimated. And I think that's where some of the confusion may have come in. And I take full responsibility for that. I apologize for that. But that was my call initially. So I don't want to have anybody out there confused as to who said and did what in that situation. With that being said, I think it's going to be a powerful debate either way. So y'all come back here tomorrow. I believe it's 7:15 p.m.? Let me check my calendar. Shout out to Sage the Savage. That's tomorrow at 6:15 Central Time. So the subject is, did integration turn the Black American nation into a welfare state? And I know that seemed like a mouthful, but it's not. It's basically, did integration have a irreparable negative effect on the Black community? That's another way of saying it. But those brothers going to walk that thing out tomorrow, and we're going to see who take it. It's going to be a powerful. So, yeah, I just wanted to clear some things up before we went on with the proceedings. But since we don't have anybody else hitting that link, let me go ahead and get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
This is the time when I need a drum roll. But our first judge number one, was implicit in the fact that they gave the debate to our very own newcomer to the Versus series, the Saber Supreme, the Kemetic Priest, Brother Qw. One of the things that they kept saying about the debate was that Brother Qw was on topic and that they felt our brother Bosco veered off the topic or title that was supposed to be debated. Brother Bosco seemed to have an all-encompassing God with regards to being the God of not just the Bible, but a myriad of other religious and spiritual traditions. And from this judge's perspective, they believed that if the title said the God of the Bible, then that's what should have been stuck to, the tenets of the Judeo-Christian Bible, and the myriad of constructs and other facts or ways of looking at what that God consists of to determine whether or not the affirmative was in fact affirmed. Is the God of the Bible the supreme God of the universe? And when the God of the Bible wasn't used in a consistent sense, Judge number one felt Brother Qw was more on point, and Brother Bosco was a little bit off. But that was Judge number one. That doesn't mean Judge number two felt that way. And for those who don't know how this judging system works, we have two judges. If they are in agreement on who they believe won, then that is what we call a unanimous decision. If they are split on who they believe won, if they are split on who they believe won, then we do have a third judge who will then give their opinion. And in most cases, they are the tiebreaker. But we've recently had a tie because the third person we brought in could not decide. Still a little angry about that. But let's see what the second judge thought about this situation. And Judge number two is in alignment with Judge number one in their belief that Brother Qw took this debate. And if we can, Judge number two believed that Brother Qw stayed on topic. They believed that he led not just the first round, but the second round, and that he sealed it in the Q&A when Brother Bosco admitted that he was going to try to divert from the God of the Bible, and insisted that Brother Qw should have prepared for him to go off topic. Judge number two said that Brother Qw's approach was consistent in that he kept hammering at the God of the Bible as opposed to falling into the traps of going into the other godly archetypes that Brother Bosco laid out. So, congratulations, as my man Haru says, to Brother Qw. We will see how this affects the rankings as we come into July. We will also be having the social media tournament in July, to which Brother Qw is qualified for. He has qualified. Other participants are Hemi, our sister Quinn, and we will have a fourth person to be announced within a week of the tournament kicking off. But we have Brother Qw, our sister Quinn, and the biblical barbarian himself, Brother Hemi. All three of them are already in the social media tournament. I think the social media tournament is going to be very, very entertaining, very, very educational. And y'all know what we do here. This is edutainment. So we gonna see who takes this thing. That being said, shout out to Anonymous Hebrew. Anonymous Hebrew
is throwing his hat in that main event scene. So we got a lot of people gunning for the undefeated, reigning, defending versus series world champion, Pandemics to Pan-African Atheist. I'm trying to get it started by mid-July, bro. I don't have a concrete date yet, but I'm looking at mid-July. I'm a hope to get that start date nailed down, but I want to talk to each debater about making sure everybody has availability. What we'll do is we have a negotiation room on Messenger. We'll go in there, come up with the topic, and then we'll have a face-off to iron it out. Once we have a face-off, we'll move into that 4-man tournament. So negotiation room is the first phase, face-off is the second phase, and then debate is the final phase. And that's pretty much how we do everything. So and that's how I want to do everything going forward. Unless you are one of the individuals who don't have social media, don't really utilize it, we do want to start with phase 1, that being the negotiation room. Phase 1 being in the negotiation room, where it's just the 2 participants, myself, Classic, and Ratchet. They hammer down the topic, or 3 or 4 sometimes, and we bring those topics to the face-off. As we have that face-off live on the channel, it'll be a process of elimination, and whichever topic of the topics that we put on the table is the best fit and the one that's agreed upon by the participants, that's what we'll move forward with. And once we decide to move forward, get that all solidified, we then go to phase 3, and that's the debate. So negotiation room, face off, and then debate. It's 3 phases. Phase 1, negotiation room. Phase 2, face off. Phase 3, the actual debate. And that can always be refined. Just like y'all seen me do earlier with our brother Khalil and Hemi, I may suggest a debate that one or both of the participants have no interest in, or I may suggest a debate that both have been clamoring for. Somebody may challenge you, and you just bring it to the table. And we decide, all right, that's something we're looking for. Let's run with it. Again, I'm trying to run this like the UFC, like a mixed martial arts organization, except we doing intellectual combat. And so if you have somebody you want to debate and we can work that out, same 3 phases: negotiation room, face off, debate. And that's how we roll. Now, if it's one of the people who don't really do social media for whatever reason, we'll try to get both of y'all on the phone. We'll try to get them to temporarily set up a Facebook so they can have Messenger just for this. Shout out to Brother Qw, because he pretty much did that. And if that doesn't work out, we'll get you on the phone. And if we have to be the middleman, the liaisons, we'll do that. And we'll get the thing agreed upon, and phase 1 will go that way with us sort of playing intermediates, but we'll get that done. And then we move on to phase 2, the face off, and phase 3, the debate. That's how we do it. So it's 3 phases to setting up a debate here on Paradigm Shift TV and the Versus series. But that being said, man, Brother Qw took this win. I think the brother has a bright future in debate. He come prepared both from a intellectual standpoint And from an aesthetic standpoint, I seen a lot of ladies making comments about my young brother. Salute, salute, salute. Anytime you can get a little female participation, that's what's up. Shout out to my man LP in the building. We got to find something for LP and get him back in. Even if it's a source and slide. Y'all know we got a show called Source and Slide where you can come on any given Sunday and give a presentation on whatever demonstration you're trying to put down. It's called Source and Slide. It'll be with myself, Ratchet Craig, or Classic Craig. Sometimes our brother Nobody might step in there. But if you have a presentation you're trying to put out to the people, come hit us up and do a Source and Slide. But we got to get LP on the Source and Slide, and we got to get him back in the ring. Shout out to LP. LP had a great debate with our reigning, defending versus series world champion Pandemus, the Pan-African atheist. Pan pulled that thing out, continues to make his mark as the versus series world champion. But LP, as always, put his best foot forward and had a great performance against the champ. So we're looking to keep him in that versus series top 10, and maybe down the road they'll lock horns again. Question is, will Pan have the same result? Shout out to those brothers. So yeah, man, Brother Qw took the win. I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time, see if we get any takers. If we don't, your brother is gonna get out of here and check in with y'all tomorrow. But hit the link, come and tell me what you think about the decision. Did you agree? Did you disagree? Why not, etc. Otherwise, if nobody hits the link, we're going to get out of here. Let me see. Shout out to Nobody from Trust and Believe the Gospel. All right. Going once. Going twice. It don't look like we got any takers. So we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Remember, tomorrow, Lucifer, the devil. That's what the man want to call himself. That's what I'm going to call him. You hear me? Lucifer, the devil, is taking on Laurel Burns, the warmonger of Naka. Question on the table is, did integration turn the Black American nation into a welfare state? That is the question on the table. Did integration turn the Black American nation into a welfare state? And I shouldn't have stopped for that little brief promotion, because now my brother jumped up here and he know we be talking forever. What's up, my brother?
Oh no, we ain't gonna be talking forever. You said if nobody hit the link, you was gonna jump off. So I hit the link.
You know what? I did say that. If nobody hit the link, I'm gonna jump off. So hey, with that being said, family, I can get up out of here. Nobody rock with y'all the rest of the way. You know what I'm saying? So DMG is out. Nobody is in control.
I'm gonna jump on with you, bro. I want you to go chill with my sister.
Oh man. Okay, well tell me what you thought about the debate first.
Man, you know, I think Bosco did his thing, but I also gotta agree with I forgot what judge that was. If it wasn't for him pretty much digging his own hole, you know, by saying what he didn't do or should have done, you know what I'm saying? It probably would have went the other way. So, you know, I gotta respect the judges, man.
No doubt. Yeah, that I couldn't argue with nothing the judges said, bro. I couldn't argue with nothing the judges said. One of the judges, and see, this is why And you can tell the people what you got coming up with the brother Darian. This is why that show is gonna be so good to have, because for debates like this and other debates, y'all show that y'all got coming up right here on Paradigm Shift TV 314 is gonna be very important and informative to have. Talk to the people about it.
Of course, it's gonna be more like a weekly wrap up, you know, kind of like what people see on Sports Center and, you know, NFL commentators after the game go off or after the week is through, where they pretty much sum up the debates, who won, who lost, give their opinions, give their thoughts on what could have been done or done better, et cetera, et cetera. So we pretty much gonna do a week wrap up of not only the debates that happen here on Paradigm Shift TV 314, but also the other debates that happen inside this community that we all are a part of, you know, and try to get some stuff stirred up and overall try to make more people want to come on and jump in the ring, man. You know how it go.
And what's the name of that show?
It's called, hold up, it just slipped my mind real quick. I got it right here.
Bro, I don't even remember the name of the show, yo. I thought I came up with something super clever, and he don't even remember the name of it. It wasn't that super or clever. I wasn't even remember. Damn. You think you be cooking sometimes, and you end up giving somebody a hot plate, and they cut into it, and it's a little too rare for them, a little undercooked, or a little overcooked. I thought I was cooking with this whole show, and one of the co-hosts of the show don't even know the name of that. Man. So anyway, family, listen, the name of the show is Debate Center. It's Debate Center. It'll be with my brother Nobody Cares and my brother. We got him back. We got him back.
I was saying, you know how unique you are when it comes to word and stuff. Of course, I could have threw out Debate Center off top of my head some more. You know, so I had to go make sure. That's all it was.
100%. But yeah, it's gonna be called Debate Center. Brother's gonna be doing it every Sunday. Like you said, it'll be a weekly wrap up of all the debates in the community, breaking those things down. But the primary focus, of course, will be on the Versus series and what we got going on over here. But they will be talking about all the happenings in terms of the debate world in the community. They'll be talking about what they think will make a good debate, whether or not those things will transpire or not. But that's how we giving it up on Debate Center every Sunday. We will get y'all with the time once the brothers figure out a schedule. But we're going to try to remain consistent with it. You'll see me getting interviewed over there. You'll see the Craigs getting interviewed over there about all things Versus series. And what we're going to try to do is get the competitors in the Versus series to interview on that show about their upcoming matchups, hype those things up, et cetera, et cetera. If other people don't mind, they contributors coming over here and interviewing about their upcoming debates. The brothers gonna try to get that thing done as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I got a perfect pair. You got anything to add, bro?
Yeah, I just want to say, y'all, if y'all think ain't nobody watching, man, while y'all having these debates, no matter where you at inside this community, make sure y'all on top of y'all A game, because we are watching, man. And of course, y'all will always be able to hit the link, agree, disagree, kind of get into it with us a little bit if y'all feel, however y'all feel based off the judgments that we give. But long story short, just make sure you're on your A game wherever you at in this community, because we will be watching and we will be reporting. You know.
It is. So with that being said, family, like, share, subscribe, hit that like button. If you want to help make sure that these debaters continue to earn the way that we Got it set up for them to earn. Y'all want to help y'all brother out? Hit that Cash App, DMGDAPOET. That is DMGDAPOET, aka $DMG the Poet. Help a brother out. Donate whatever you can. It will go towards these earnings for these debaters. Standard debates, each participant gets $50. Title debates, meaning social media or world title, champion, defending champion gets $100. Challenger will get $50. That being said, we got somebody else joining.
Yeah.
We got the last big head scientist in the building. Now, when I say that and I happen to be taking off my hat, y'all might think I got a lot of nerve calling somebody the last big head anything, but trust me, this brother qualifies. The last big head scientist, Ratchet Craig, in the building. What did you think of the debate, brother? And what did you think of what the judges said?
I wasn't listening, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I wasn't even listening to the show. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm a bad Paradise Shield TV 314 representative. But I was scheduling a debate. So I would do a Paradise Shield TV 314 bid in the versus series. Yeah, I was doing it. But now I'm here.
I'm running this
Hey,
shit.
I got good news.
Your $5 ass down before I make change.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. Hey, but DG, you'll be proud of me. I'll make that announcement. But who won? I don't even know who won.
All right, so I already took down the email, so I can't read them again because I don't feel like going back in there. But it was a unanimous decision for Brother Qw.
You had an email? Oh, my fault. All right. I don't know. You could, I don't know. Well, go ahead, man. So, Brother Qw won?
Yeah, you disagree?
I'm shocked.
You thought you had Brother Bosco?
Bosco, my nigga, man. I've been doing Bosco since 2016, bro.
It ain't about who you know, big bro.
Yeah, I've been doing Bosco since 2016, man.
So you didn't get the announcement for the new show on Sundays starting in July, Debate Center.
What, it gonna be in the morning?
We don't know what the schedule gonna be yet.
It can't be in the afternoon because it's our debate time. All right. No, I ain't getting none of that shit. Why I'm about to lose?
I don't know, man. You see, this is how you do me, brother. This is how you do me.
Oh, man, you a dirty motherfucker, DG. I don't like this shit. Nobody, you know about this shit? Nobody. I don't know about it.
Yeah, I know about it, of course.
Oh, god damn.
He the co-host.
Of what?
Debate Center.
What the fuck is a debate center? Let's talk about it.
Like
we just talked about it.
Okay, my fault. I talk behind the scenes.
We literally just talked about it in full.
With you, nobody. I don't want to talk to DG because he stuck this shit up on me.
We talked about it in full and gave full detail on what it was, man, and you wouldn't pay attention.
I was trying to schedule a debate. So you hold it against me.
I gotta put ISO on you, brother. What is your big announcement, man?
I'm just saying we coming up with a face-off between A1 and Michael Everett. And they go debate each other for their final spot in the social media tournament.
There you go.
So I had to get that together because it was a deadline. It was a deadline, brother.
Are you not entertained?
So,
Nah, Chris.
That's not why you are
Chris.
here.
hey, congratulations, my brother. Nobody. I didn't listen to it, so this is not shit on you program right now.
No, it's cool. Right. It's pretty much a weekly wrap up show. You know, from all the debates that happened that week, we pretty much gonna be covering them, reviewing them, and stuff like that.
Okay, that's what's up. That what's up. The
So,
paradigm shift is fading, man.
oh yeah,
Support my brother Nobody. And who you a co-host with
yeah. Me
DMG?
and with Darren from the Dream
Oh, with
Team.
Darren. Oh,
Yeah,
Darren.
yeah,
So,
Darren.
okay, Darren.
Say
Hey,
everybody in the audience, this thing gonna turn into an app just like Netflix or Peacock, man. We're gonna charge y'all boys $14 a month or something.
Hey, no, you ain't kidding, because I'm trying to get your sister to figure that out for me, bro. Because if we can have our own app, hey,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. It ain't hard. It's just like it's kind of like, you remember before apps came out and we had websites, you know, like GoDaddy and them and all that stuff. It's kind of the same
Right.
thing now for an app. You know, you can get an app for a little bit of nothing, bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
You
trying,
get the
but
app. You get
it's
the app.
creating it. It's creating it and getting it formatted for what we would want it to do. You know what I
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean?
The
kind of like
other
Patreon.
thing, the other thing I say about the app is we got to go into a lot of partnerships with other people outside us, because it can't
I
be
know
strict
that.
love.
Now, having an app is really like an easy way to get sponsors now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
easy.
I'm just saying, if we go into an app and we make them buy into our program, and then we have other shows on there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? With it, if we just be the driving force. That'd
Right.
be cool. So
Yeah.
yeah. We gotta have a person that want a bigger vision outside our vision, right? Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah. But we got a majority stop. I'm put it like that, the majority stop.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we'll talk about it in the upcoming, days to come and weeks to come. So of course, yeah.
So so brother
Actually,
Q,
we gonna give you. So me and Nobody gonna have 90%, and you and Classic can get 5% apiece.
I don't
And
give a
then
fuck.
and then all the shareholders fight over DMG, and then all the other shareholders fight over their profit.
Hey, you hear Ratchet, bro?
I don't give a fuck.
Boy, and look, I know he really don't. That's what's funny.
You know, you know how I roll, bro.
You know we ain't no backbiters over here, DMG.
I'll
Shit,
be too current anyway. I'll be too current anyway, so I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Y'all look forward to that in the upcoming future, man. And, y'all make sure
Nah,
y'all
I'm just
support.
happy, I'm happy for you, brother. We need to get, especially that Darren. I don't talk to Darren, so for you, brother, I'm happy for you. So yeah,
I appreciate it.
I ain't got no problem with Darren. I ain't got no problem with Darren, but I don't talk to Darren. You know what's up.
Ain't no beef over here with nobody. Everybody
Are
can
you
do what
not
they want.
entertained?
We over here doing our thing. So yeah, ain't no drama.
Yeah. So Brother Qw won tonight. Bosco, better luck next time. I don't know. They had a. Why Brother Qw ain't on here though? Was he on here?
I think he in the no, I ain't sitting in the
No, man. Brother, it's Saturday night. That's a young man. You know what I mean? A young, well-dressed black man.
Yeah, committing priest, nigga. He supposed to be at the house.
So let me ask y'all something that's kind of off topic, but I want to get y'all responses to it since it just happened and everybody talking about it. Y'all know we just bombed Iran, man, and pretty much shut down their nuclear facilities. So now they into peace talks after we just pretty much turned their nuclear facilities into a parking lot. So everybody talking about it now. Do y'all have any opinions on that?
On what?
You didn't hear about it, Craig? If you go on YouTube, just go on social media anywhere, bro.
I heard about it. I just don't. I ain't really got no. Listen, man.
I want to talk about goddamn future debates. What the fuck are we talking about now?
I said it was off topic, so I was just asking.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah, we'll do our topic shit
about,
like that. Yeah.
you
We
know,
talk about new debate. You do the all topic on your debate center.
ain't nobody. I'm like how you brought me on, man. Today I took care of all family business. So
Yeah.
it is
Saying it
what
could be
it is.
1213, man. I mean, if that's true, it will affect all of us. But I was just asking, though, like I say, off-topic questions, but
Okay,
it is.
like how? It don't affect fucking versus series and Paradise shit
Nigga,
TV 21
bro, if it's World War III, nigga, we don't care about no internet. All this stuff gonna go up in flames, man.
Hey, you do that on your shit, no man. I don't know what to tell you. You better not do that on debate center, nigga. I talk about off-topic shit. I'm trying to see what's up with Brother Q and the future for Brother Q. And talk about Brother Q since he was he is in the social media tournament that's coming up. Yeah, and I know DOG already. That nigga sounds like a motherfucker. I know he told everybody, but I wanna I'm on here now, so I'm gonna re-innovate it. So I already know he a code. But Brother Q, man, congratulations, man, you won.
Right.
Once he in that social media channel, we don't know who you gonna face first. We don't know none of it. You know what I'm saying? But you in the tournament. I hope you win, brother.
And Brother
I hope
Bosco
you
ain't going
win.
nowhere, man. Y'all look forward to seeing Brother Bosco in the future, man. He don't seem like a sore loser to me, man. So y'all
That's
look
right.
forward to him in upcoming debates as well. But yeah, congratulations to Brother QW.
So hopefully Brother Q can be the social media tournament champion. We got Brother Hammy. We got also Queen. But we have one that I told you, 8-1 and Michael Everett. They got a debate coming up. They got a debate coming up too. The winner of them two will be that fourth person.
How many people y'all trying to get correct in that series?
Who?
I said how many people are y'all trying to get in that series?
Just four.
DMG,
Just four.
Just four? DMG, didn't you
Yeah,
name
just
four?
like we had the last. Yeah, just like we had the last social media tournament.
Yeah,
But we
okay.
got better. Yeah, we got a better feel this time, I think, than last time.
Second time around, man.
The debaters in this one are, I mean, like, bro, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody got, because yeah, this gonna be crazy. But like Quinn was dynamic in her debate against A1. Himmy been on point every time and whether he come up on a panel and ask questions or whether it was in his debate where he basically TKO'd the legendary A1.
I like Himmy, man. I like Himmy.
Yeah, Himmy got he about that business. So I'm just I don't know, man.
What about what he did just earlier? Jumping on there with the Shabazz brother.
That's what I'm saying. That's bro. Like,
I love it.
He not playing, man. So, and he ain't scared. He don't care, bro. He don't care who it is.
Yeah,
he don't care what the pedigree is. He, like, bro. Hey, man. So I think the sister Quinn got that same type of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to her too.
I think that Brother Qw is a little more cerebral. If I could say that. I think he a little more cerebral when it comes to how he engaged. Whereas they don't care. I think he got a anybody can get the smoke mentality, but he more so he gonna give him the smoke. He gonna give him the smoke on his terms.
You say him and them shooting from the hip.
No, I'm saying him and them is just aggressive.
Yeah, he wants to smoke with everybody. He like sometimes he'll diving at the window like that might cause him a loss, right? He like diving at the window and cause him a loss.
What I'm afraid of with him is afraid it's not the right term, but what I can see happening potentially is that because Quinn and Hemi to a much higher degree or both aggressive like that, they may bite off more than they could chew without even knowing it. And so, sometimes your aggression could lead you into a situation that's not conducive to get a win because you're so willing to engage. Whereas I think with Brother Qw, he'll be more or less strategic in who he engage with and who he don't. And so I think that's if I can give somebody,
he'll do more of the big names. He do more of the big names is strategic. Like if he knows it's not a big name they can defeat yet, he'll sit back and wait. They are trying to engage in it. They ain't ready yet. They ain't ready yet.
I mean, I feel that far from that because like even me sometimes just in conversation, how you can study something or have been looking up something for so long, but like you ain't doing it to debate or nothing. You just know the information, but you ain't like wrote it down or took no screenshots or nothing like that. But then you come across somebody later on who's speaking on that same topic, and even though you don't have the references right there at hand, you still shooting them out the head, off the hip in that conversation. So I think that's more of where it's coming from rather than them not actually knowing what they're talking about in the moment. Because, for a lot of debaters, which I used to be one, you come across a variety of things and you study a variety of things just to have the information, not necessarily to debate somebody on it. But when it is time to be formal and present that information, then you can always go back and, re-reference those sources and the information that you got from being. I think it's more of that case than them not being ready for the topic. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you, and I can see where you feel that way.
Yeah, but you still got to have the experience though with me.
Oh no, you're talking about experience. Okay, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what platform because I didn't even hear about him or Sister Quinn until they came over here. And then I know everybody. Like I know I've never heard them. So
you don't fuck with the underground, bro. You don't fuck with the underground.
I mean, some people like I ain't gonna, like I said, like Hemi and Quinn. I've never heard of them. So I'm you better tell that boy I mess with everybody, every channel.
No, you don't fuck with the underground. You fuck with the big stars, brother. Like Judah Nash and West. Yeah, you fuck with them niggas, bro. Solar Vision, Chris Harris. You fuck with them niggas.
I don't watch no.
I fuck with that underground. Because under two underground teams, nigga.
I don't watch no Chris Harris. But nah, I ain't saying that I don't know who the.
You don't watch Chris Harris.
No, I don't watch that nigga. But what I'm saying is, bro, I don't want to get on that, bro. But what I'm saying is, I watch everybody, not just the people who y'all know off top of the head. Like you can ask the MG. I watch everything, bro. Now, some of the people who don't come across my radar, That
Who
made
do
me
you
wild.
watch? Give us an example. Who do you watch, then?
It's name the channel. I watch it, bro. You wanna?
Okay, what about
want me to
what about Judah Nash channel?
Yeah, I watch Judah.
What about Sinetta channel?
Come on, bro.
What about the
Lions
Lions?
Den, Lions Den, Ward
What
Mafia Clan.
was the last thing you watched on the Lions Den?
I watch. I mean, I don't care what it is, bro. I got if I can
God,
show
what
you
was
my
the last? No. I'm not letting you get away, nobody.
bro,
What was the last thing you watched on the Lions Den, bro?
if I could show you, he ain't posted nothing in a second, bro. JJ
He ain't posted nothing. Okay, you tripping?
I mean JJ 7000 TV. He just started back
Yeah.
posting like after like a week or so.
What was the last thing you did watch on this channel?
Shoot, I watched everything, bro. I watched the drama. I watched the debates, everything, bro.
Okay. What about the Bar Reloaded?
I just came across film like what, maybe 3 weeks ago when Classic Craig brought some my attention. I didn't know. I mean, I thought that.
Classic Craig, bro. What Classic Craig do?
Yeah, I see Bar Reloaded in other people's chats, but I just got hip to the channel like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Well, now you said Classic Craig now.
Bro, cut that shit out, bro. God damn. And that's how I get that's how I get so right there. And then, hey, all right, keep on, bro. Yeah.
Hey, okay. We gonna move on for that. What about
Bro, I could just show you my YouTube subscription list. Craig, listen, bro. I could just show you my
what about
YouTube
television?
subscription list.
Do you watch television?
Yeah, I watch television sometimes.
What was the last thing you watched over there?
Shoot, they just had a debate today.
With
Who was them niggas that was on there? Whatever them niggas
Pass
name was.
Nobody. Stop going along the rabbit hole with this dude, man. Stop.
I'm not
Hey, man.
I'm not the girl king, bro. I'm not the girl king.
Man, I had to mute Ratchet, man. Listen, I don't care, man. If he asks you what is your name and who you married to, do not answer that dude no more. The only question he can ask you is about debate center. No, Ratchet, no. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
He said that he follow all the underground, right? But every channel he named is a popular channel. So another popular, popular, Lions, those are popular channels.
No, they was the non-underground niggas. They was the non-underground niggas. They were threw it back there first, nigga. They was the non-underground niggas. I threw the non-underground niggas to you first.
Hey, nobody. Chill, Reggie. I'm mad at you, bro. You done pissed me off, bro. You was being cannon fodder for the Wolves, bro. But check this out. Hey, nobody.
What's up, bro?
I know Ratchet just said those mainstream channels, but there's the underground are the individuals, right, who the bigger channels would try to go and speak to, right? And a lot of times they get beat up by them, but they don't give them no shine or nothing. See, what Ratchet
I know who the underground is.
Nah, you don't. You don't.
Wait. It's some channels who I know.
They don't. Underground individuals.
You don't know the underground channel.
I'm agreeing real quick. I'm saying.
Hey, you told him you knew, and he say no, you don't.
Okay, now watch it. I'm telling you this. Hold up, bro. Look, bro. I'm saying I know
what is happening.
I know that there are underground channels. Like I can see somebody having a debate on a channel that's, like you said, that's not as popular, where I don't know their name. How I just told Rex, I ain't even know about him. I ain't even know about Quinn. But it's other people who I do know their name, but their channel not big, and I still don't watch their channel. But yeah, I pretty much know. I ain't saying I know every single person on YouTube, but even as DMG, me and him talked about it over the years. The majority of people in this
Did
community,
you get that
I
nigga a
know who they are.
gunshot, DMD? Did you just get that nigga a
Because
gunshot?
I'm telling the truth.
Oh, man, that's illegal.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Oh, that was illegal right
Hey,
there.
Bro, I've been in this,
hey.
bro. I've
I
been in this
gave
community since
him a gunshot. I gave him a gunshot because he my little bro.
Hey,
But also, I've been around since 2012, bro. I ain't just started this thing, nigga. I've been around for y'all had channels, bro. I'm in the Southwest
listen
Two
right
Cities,
quick, bro.
them type
I
days,
gotta
bro.
let you know this, bro.
Hey, what y'all think of that? What y'all think of that diamond encrusted social media title, man?
Man, that was up right there. That was up. We ain't gonna explain. Hey, we off you, nobody, you my nigga, bro. We off you. But that belt was up, bro. That belt was up, bro. That belt was up.
I'm real nice.
Yeah, we off you. We just fucking with you. Yeah, we'll talk about it behind the scenes. We'll talk about it behind the scenes.
DMG, you remember when me and you was talking about sending niggas real belts? Like shipping it to them?
Hey, I
No,
think
we changed it up.
Hey, nobody. I think that was me, you, and Cap on the phone when I came up with the digital title.
Yeah, way back then. Because remember, you were saying, hey, bro, what if the niggas don't send it back? And then we came up with like you said, you came up with the digital stuff. Like, yeah, that'd be more fun.
We already, Big Classic was already the lead that did that shit. So we already know niggas ain't sitting there belt back.
Right, I agree. Yeah. Black Jesus
niggas are not sending that shit back. They'll stop debating before they send that shit back. They'll stop debating, niggas.
Let me catch out on the back
The
real quick.
digital shit is way, the digital belt is way more valuable than that physical idol worshiping belt, where they go to camp.
Let me catch out on the back real quick. Let me catch out on the back real quick. I can remember us talking about this stuff before it was ever a thing, man, and then y'all came along and made this a reality, man. So straight pats on the back, man, and it's all go from here, bro. All gas, no brakes.
Now y'all was talking about it, but we actually went through it. It's a big difference.
What I just said, nigga.
It's a big difference. We went through it. You talking about it. I'm just saying, it's a big difference.
Ratchet. What he's saying is, we was only thinking about having a debate league with the titles and debaters, and then y'all came along and made it happen. He's not talking about the other stuff no more.
Yeah, I'm talking about the physical belt shit. That's why
he wasn't talking about that no more. He wasn't talking about that no more.
I'm just saying the physical belt shit. I was totally
the last big head scientist. Follow along, man. Follow along.
I was just saying, you know,
no beef, no trouble, no nothing. I'm saying thank y'all. I'm patting y'all on the back because even before me and DMG and 10K and all that, before we knew y'all, we was talking about what a debate league would look like, what a channel would look like. I'm talking about like literally going deep diving in strategy and all that stuff. And for y'all to come along and make the dream a reality, I'm patting y'all on the back for that. How could you take that negative, man?
I didn't take it negative, bro, but I appreciate it.
You kind of got belligerent.
No, I would just say we weren't doing that fucking physical belt shit over here.
Yeah, but we was off of that. We was off of that.
Yeah, that was non secular. That was non secular. We knew how that shit was gonna play out.
It was already concluded before y'all even decided no physical belt. It was already decided. I'm just saying.
Regardless, all I gotta say is the belt thing got solved, whether it was Ratchet or me.
No,
you can't. But I just.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
It's all of us. But I want to.
What's up, the Queen? You know, Queen out there, man. We got to see stuff at the Queen.
I got world championship, bro. I got a few of them in my house right now.
I just want to say this. The A1 and Michael Everett produced coming real soon.
Hello, let the music out there, D. We got classic talk. You got classic talk.
Yeah, we got an A1. We got an A1 and a Michael
Michael
Everett
Everett.
debate coming real soon. Boy, it took a lot of classic magic, but it happened. So,
It happened, man.
Ratchet said he made that happen, so it was classic.
man, he left. So, hey, whoever stayed long,
Hey, look,
Ratchet said it was
we jump on
all
this show. We jump on
Ratchet
this
said it was
show.
by
he
himself.
up here lying and shit. I made this.
Single-handedly
Yeah,
by
Came up.
himself.
I know. I give him all the credit. You don't have no problem giving niggas their credit, bro.
Man, y'all a law
Niggas
firm,
have
bro.
all
Y'all
the
together,
credit.
bro.
I don't
Y'all
give a
together,
fuck.
man. Y'all a law firm, man. Y'all together, bro.
That nigga
I ain't
left.
together with that nigga. Y'all quit saying this shit.
I'm
That
saying,
nigga
yeah,
Ratchet, boy.
we ain't together. We ain't
That
Yeah,
nigga
together.
Ratchet,
Y'all
buddy.
hey,
together.
I'm going together with DLG. DLG is my best friend.
Man, we all together,
The
bro.
Classic
Ain't
Cream.
nobody over the other, bro.
No. I'm about to kick Classic Cream at the law firm and DLG. How about that, nobody?
Oh, wow. Why you can't have a just add DMG to the
No,
round table? You don't kick nobody
Classic
out.
Cream got to go. He got to go. He got to go. He got to go.
Add on, bro.
So what
Good
you
boy.
think about that, nobody? What you think about
What?
that?
What? About what? About you kicking
You
off
keep kicking
Southside?
Classic Cream out, and me and DLG gonna be the law
No,
firm. What you
no,
think
no,
about
no,
that?
no. I think that you
We're
should
trying to
add
put me
DMG.
together with
Come on, bro.
niggas.
Ask me a
We're
question.
trying
Let
to
me
put
talk,
me
bro.
together with niggas, bro.
Bro. I think that you should add DMG to the round table, not kick Classic off, man. No.
I'm not adding DLG to the round. One of the niggas got to go. Both of the niggas acting like to me.
He
Fuck
want a
that.
two-man power
Fuck
trip.
that.
Hey, bro, don't
You
go
want a
down a
two-man
rabbit
power
hole with
trip, bro.
Ratchet. He just want to fuck with you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Hey,
just want to say,
DLG, I'm done. I'm done for the night, DLG. I'm sorry.
That
I'm
nigga
done.
Ratchet crazy, bro.
you just want to fuck around. Jeez.
Now we
It's all
gotta
right,
add, bro.
nobody.
We add
Hey,
now.
nobody. I fall for DMD's deceptive ploys all the time, so it's okay.
Nah,
But
now it's all DMG. Nah.
yeah, that nigga be
Okay,
getting.
let me
I be
say
taking
this.
it.
Okay, let me say this. With me, you, we ain't gonna name whoever else, but with DMG, me, you, Classic, Ratchet, that's a 4-man table. Ain't nobody gotta get kicked off, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just add on and put people in position, bro. You know what I'm
I'm kicking Classic out. Fuck that, nigga.
saying? That nigga
Is that
Ratchet.
me and the law firm, me and the DLG? What's up? You
Can I
law
join
firm
you,
business, nigga. What's
Ratchet?
up?
Can I join you? Ratchet, can I join you in DMG law firm? Can I be the third man?
Hell no. Hell no.
That nigga crazy,
You
bro.
you 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 and Classic got the team up, nigga.
So
Y'all
me and Classic
y'all
want to
gonna
start
do
our own
y'all
law
own
firm.
law firm. Y'all can start y'all own law firm. It'll be
Right.
a splendid
But
group.
we love y'all though, bro. We don't want to do it ourselves. That's how you feel. That ain't
I
how
don't
me and
love
Classic feel.
Ratchet and DMG. I don't love them niggas. That's all up. Nobody. That's some rats right there.
I love all three of y'all niggas, man.
We kicked that nigga out. He don't supposed to like us.
I love all three of y'all, man. I would rather have a 6-man round table than a 2-man power trip. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna say this though. I want to say this though. So we gonna have a debate with Michael Everett and A1. You know, very interesting topic. They're gonna have a face off. Probably, we're gonna see. 'Cause they both free on Saturday, so we're gonna get some stuff popping. Um, I want to say this. I want to let everybody know. It's very important when you come into the versus series. Understand that when it comes down to debating, it's not all necessarily um, depending on a title if you win or lose, right?
Right,
You got your rebuttal, you got your arguments, because a lot of people like doing this, oh, aha, I got you, you're off topic and all this. That's not how the hell you
right,
debate. That's not how you
right.
debate. Like I'm tired of people coming over and they're so like topic paranoid. You know what I'm saying? They can't even like come up with an actual good argument or topic. You know what I'm saying? Their arguments suck. The topic be fire, but their argument just suck. So I'm
Yeah,
just letting
yeah,
everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Listen, debating is not necessarily governed by the topic. You had an individual that beat another individual in a debate in a flat earth versus regular earth debate. And the flat
based
earther
off this position. Yeah,
triumphed over
yeah.
the globe earther. You know what I'm saying? Based off of
Say,
his argument. So I'm just letting
Classic,
y'all
classic.
know.
That remind me of something that me and DMG talked about too back in the past. Before we knew y'all, I remember when I was like, bro, we got to start a channel based off truth. The person that's on the side of the truth, they should win. And we talked about it for like a couple of weeks, and then we had a debate, right? I was actually on the side of the person whose argument was true, right? But the way that he
What the
presented his
fuck? That
information,
is
come
subjective,
on, bro.
bro.
Bro, let me finish, bro. But but the way that he presented his information, I had to. Me and DMG was talking backstage after that. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Old dude won this debate, even though I agree with the opposite topic. He didn't present his argument right, and I think we just talked about that yesterday, me and DMG. So yeah, no, just because you telling the truth, like for example, let's say the topic is does 1 + 1 = 2. You could be the side that say it's 2. The other person could be the side that say it's 3. But if you're saying it's 2 and you up here giving word salads and
Okay.
flipping out your presentation all messed up, you know what I'm saying? Then I ain't gonna lie, you lost. You know what I'm saying? Even though you were telling the
Okay.
truth,
Okay.
you didn't
Okay.
really
Okay.
represent the
I
truth
got
right.
one
So yeah,
for you.
I agree with what
I
you.
got. I got. I
That's
got.
the
I
best way
got
to
one for
do it.
you.
Come on, man. Let me
No,
land.
I got one for you. I got one for you. Okay. What is 1 plus? What is 1 plus? What? Decimal code 3 plus 1 versus decimal code 4.
Then
What would they round off to?
right. Okay. Now, same thing with the person who said 2. Even though both of them were wrong on the topic, the person who presented the better argument would win.
No, it's not wrong.
Say it again. If 1 + 1 =
If,
2 is
if,
what?
if I say if this is we do a math
Right.
thing. We're not
Right.
doing sticks, bruh. We do it
Okay.
actually math.
Okay. Come on.
Yeah. If I say according to math, 1 decimal code point 3 plus 1 decimal code 4 is 2.7, and then round out to 3. Who is more accurate? The nigga said 2 or what?
Now, what I'm
Cause we
saying
doing
is,
it. Yeah. Oh
I'm
no, it's the better argument, right?
right. The better argument. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You could be
So
right or
I can
wrong, but
win
your
that
argument
shit
makes you
because
win.
it's both true and I had a better argument.
Yeah. Now, if it's true and you had a better argument, man, yeah, that's even more good
Yeah,
for the community.
but the 1 + 1 shit is not the argument. You niggas are make that the argument in the premise, but that wasn't the argument because y'all stuck on it. And I'm actually doing mathematics.
Yeah, for what's true. Like you're saying, like 1 + 1 = 2. If somebody say one, okay, again, if we debating
Yeah.
what's the sum of 1 + 1, and let's say one person say 1 + 1 = 3, and the other person say 1 + 1 = 4, even though both of y'all are wrong, the person with the better argument win.
No,
Just
you
like,
not getting me. You not getting me.
just like, just like, if somebody says, well, what's the sum of 1 + 1, and one person say 2, and the other one say 3, but the person who said 2, even though he right, he didn't present his argument in a a logical way,
No,
or
you're not getting me. You're not getting me. You're not
okay,
getting
well,
me.
maybe
The
you just
argument is never. My argument is uh 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 uh
keep it simple. Keep it
what
simple.
what being the front double because we doing math now, right?
I know.
It's
Hold on,
based
wait,
off
Chris.
proof. It's
I'm
based off
testing it.
proof, right?
Bro, hold on. Quick. Even if you want to put a decimal in it or not, I think I answered your question by saying if the person is right and they prove
But
their
that was
argument,
our premise,
then they
though.
win.
That was our
But
premise.
watch it. I'm saying the person that's wrong could still win the debate if they did better and
No,
presenting.
I'm saying the person with the premise, the title could be 1 + 1 = 3, right?
Right. Okay. Even though that's wrong,
It's all
yeah.
right. It's all right. And I could tell you my premise is I'm not doing what the fucking title say.
Oh well, yeah.
I'm
The niggas
telling
lost.
you my
The
premise
niggas lost.
is
They lost.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got
I'm doing mathematics, and you just counting sticks, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said, Chris. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what I just said. Yeah, yeah, that's what I said like 2 times. Yes, yes, you're right. If especially if you go off topic, like you said, let's say the question is does 1 + 1 equals 3? Even though we know it don't equal 3, but these two brothers or sisters are arguing it out, and this dude didn't
Yeah,
speak
they
on the topic
arguing
at
based on
all.
their premise, not the
I'm gonna
title.
say, and this dude didn't argue on the title at all, and this dude did. The one that didn't argue on the title lost anyway because he wasn't even on topic, or he or she.
Yeah, that's why we don't do the title. That's why we do the premise.
Oh, okay, okay. So we don't. I thought we do the title, bro. What's the
No, the
point of coming up with
title,
the title?
the title. When we do the face off, we do the premise, right?
Right, right.
We do the premise, not the face, not the title. Can what?
So the
We just
title.
gonna say this is not even a debate. Can 1 + 1 equals 3? Right?
Okay.
It's based on the argument. It's not based on the title at this point. And I can say
But hold on. No, no, no,
one
wait, wait.
point
So
three
are you saying, hold on,
plus.
Chris. So are you saying this? Chris? Are you saying that does 1 + 1 equals 3? That's the premise. But wouldn't that be the title
No,
or the subject? Is that the
no.
subject
I'm just saying.
of the debate?
I'm just saying. I could prove that point with me arguing that we are doing math, not counting.
So what's the point of coming up with the 1 + 1 equals 3? Ain't that the subject?
Yeah, because I'm doing math. I'm not
Right.
counting.
So the subject would still be 1 + 1 equals 3, and then both people giving their arguments, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So ain't the subject the title?
Is the subject? Is the title? Yeah, but we arguing our
Okay.
premise.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, we arguing our premise, not the title.
But if the subject and the title the same thing, they should be arguing. Their premise should be on the subject. 1 + 1 equals
Okay.
3.
Yeah, it can't be 3.
I mean, it can't. But that's outside.
It can't be 3 unless you counting. If my premise is I'm doing math and you doing counting, I could argue it.
Oh, watch this. I already got an argument for it because I already heard it 100 times. I heard somebody say 1 + 1 equals 3, and then I listened to the rest of it, and that was like, well, 1 is an energy, the other 1 is an energy, and the plus sign in the middle is an energy. So that's 3.
But
so
that
they
ain't my
want to argue.
argument.
No, I ain't saying that's
That
your
ain't my
argument.
argument, though.
I'm not saying that's your argument. I'm saying I've heard people argue.
Yeah,
the 1 + 1
they'll lose
equals 3.
it. They'll lose it
That's what
to
I'm
me.
saying. Well,
They'll
wait.
lose that one. But if my premise is okay, way we do math is we have a round number and 1 plus if I got 1.3 because I'm doing math, right? I'm not counting. I'm not counting 6.
How do you not count in math?
I'm not counting in sticks. Math
saying,
is
how do you,
abstract, brother. Counting
how
is
do you
different from
not
math
count?
sometimes.
But counting is a part of math, bro.
So hold on.
It's actually the primary source of counting is the primary source of math.
Hold on. When you do math, when you do math, when you do math, can you have a stick stuff like 2 apples?
Right.
1 + 1 apple equal 2, or in math, can you do abstract?
Right.
Like how do a -0 look? A -3 look?
A negative
But it's math.
zero.
A -3. I'm gonna say a -3. -3. I mean.
Now let's say you work at a warehouse, right? Let's say you work at a warehouse and you deal with shipping, right? We're supposed to get 10. We're supposed to get 10 orders. Whatever the orders are supposed to get 10 orders. But all that showed up was 7 orders. So the round number would have been 10. We only got 7, so we're in the hole -3.
Right.
That's how that
Okay.
go, bro.
Okay. I agree with that, but there's no such thing as a negative 3. You can't count a negative 3.
I mean, it's a -3. Like, okay, let me show you again. Let's say you went to work and your job pay you $500 a week, right? 1 week
Mm-hmm.
you only did $497. Nigga, your job pays you -3. They owe you $3 more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's not counting.
That's counting, bro. That's counting.
I'm just saying that's not math though. When we talk about algebra, calculus, that's not math. That's a whole other reason. Hey, I'm just saying you do 1 + 1 = 2. You known for that, right?
Right. Or you do Y, or you do Y
Yeah,
minus X.
that's counting, nigga. That's primitive counting.
That's what I said. It's
And
counting.
I ain't saying when you do algebra and calculus and all that shit, that's something else, bro.
It's a higher level of math. I agree with you. It is something. It's a higher level of math, but counting is still involved.
Counting is what you teach your kids at 3 years old.
Now, counting, even if you don't got no kids.
Yeah, you're 3-year-old shit.
Now, counting is with somebody that underpaid you. Counting is when you see I got a car and it's car needs 4 tires. Counting is when you go to a gas station and it's like $2.80 per gallon. And I go in here and I only get $2 per gallon. All of it counting, bro.
No. If you do overtime at your job after 40 hours, it ain't the regular taxes. Now you got to start doing algebra. You got to start doing algebra and calculus because they gave you an equation. They gave you an equation now because counting is not an equation, brother.
Yes, it becomes an equation. Counting leads to equation.
How is counting X, Y,
X plus Y
equals? No, that is not counting, bro.
I just explained it to you.
It becomes abstract at this point.
Wait. If Y is the number of boxes that you're supposed to get at your facility, how I just explained to you. So at my facility, it says I'm supposed to get 10 Ys, which is 10 boxes, but I only get 7 boxes, only get 7, which equals me to have -3 boxes, but I got 7 of them.
That's counting.
It's counting.
That's counting. That's what they give you. Hey, that's what they give you when you give her a job. If 4 boxes be removed, and they not give you equations, brother.
Right.
I'm saying when you start doing decimals and shit, they become equations, bro.
Right, but equations.
And 1 + 1 can equal 3, nigga. When you add decimals.
Yeah, okay. 1 + okay. Yeah, I agree. Okay, like for example, but then they would have to say 1.5 plus 1.5 = 3. You can't say 1 + 1 = 3. You got to get that point to it in order.
I can round up, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. You got to have a point. That's what I'm saying.
I'm rounding up.
Listen to me, Chris.
I'm doing equations, nigga.
Listen to me. If I got $1, I'm talking about just $1 and no change. I can't round up. But if I got $1 and 51 cents, listen to me. But if I got $1 and 50 cents or 51 cents, then I can round up. Is what I'm saying. But if it's just one,
okay. What's what's 1.5 round up to? Do it round up to 1 or do it round up to 2?
1 plus 1 point. Hello, what's that? 1.5
plus
1.5 will equals 210.
No, I asked you just 1.5. What do it round up to?
1.5 would have to round up to $1.
No, it's round. No. But anyway,
yeah. Hello, Chris. And this why. I got $1.05. You're not close to $2. You only got $1.05. All you got is $1.
No, we're gonna round up at 1.5.
but a round up, in order for me to
That's
say
the
I'm
rules of mathematics, bro. That's proof. That's the rules of mathematics and proof, bro.
I'm going to tell you why it's true. In order for me to say I'm closer to $2 than $1, if I had $1.51 or $1.50, and I can say I can round up and say I'm closer to $2 than I am $1. But if I got $1.05, really I just got $1, bro, and some tax for
No,
it.
I'm saying 1. If we do 1.5, we know that 1.50, right?
Right. No.
Now
No.
we'll do 1.05 when we talk about 5, 6, bro. Come on.
Right. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, yes. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on. Quit playing me, though, man.
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. So if you're saying because you don't necessarily need the 1.05, but I get what you're saying. If you want to be
1.5 is 1.50.
Right.
Yeah.
Now if all you have is 1.5, that 5 could be 5 cents or that 5 could be 50 cents. So
No, it can't. No, it can't. You violate mathematical laws right now.
Real quick. So if you're saying that the 1.5 and the 5 means 50 cents, then yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it means 50 cents, no matter how much you try to color her. But no matter.
I'm agreeing. Craig, I'm agreeing. I said 5 minutes ago, if I got $1.50 plus $1.50, then that still could make $3. How we just said.
I'm just saying. Let me change the subject. I ain't finna argue with you all day. But I'm just saying we gonna have a debate center on here with nobody and Darren E. Duggan.
Yeah. When we get off here, call me, bro. I got something to tell you. I want to know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I got you. Matter of fact, we finna eat it right now so I can talk to you behind the scenes. You know I love me some nobody. I love me some nobody, nigga.
Let me close out real quick, right? Hey, this is the aftermath show of the Brother Q and the Brother Bosco, man. Congratulations to the Brother Q, man. This is Paradigm Shift TV 314. I am nobody. Always trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. That is Ratchet Craig, the big head scientist. And if you're looking for a debate, go holler at your boy. He gonna set you up with somebody, man. We love all of y'all. We appreciate y'all. This is Paradigm Shift TV 314. We'll catch y'all in the next episode. And that's peace. Peace.
Okay. Yeah. Look, hating on me, don't stop. Only help a real cause. Hood legend on some pocket. Manifested till I'm living large. High ballin' cause the sky falling. I'ma catch a little piece though. I ain't worried about your little. No, she easy as a free throw. She wanna hold me like ransom. Just cause I'm young and I'm handsome. Tell all these to have a seat. I know that they cannot stand them. Burn it and roll me another one. I do whatever I feel like. I remember when we dreamed about it. Woke up this morning, it's real life. Trade the whip, trade the currency. Moving like it's an emergency. We gotta check out, it's close to 11, so baby ride it with some